guys, it's Kelly, and today you can tell by the title of the video, I'm answering relationship questions, like questions to do with like my views on relationships and like certain things to do with relationships. So yeah. Also another thing, I'm surprised that no one done. I've been thinking about this. I'm surprised no one's made a TikTok compilation of McJuggerNuggets TikToks or Ashley's TikToks. You know, because so many other YouTubers have compilations. I'm just surprised. You know, it's just weird no one has done that yet. Like no Juggy or anything. I don't know. Because I typed it on YouTube before and nothing comes up. I don't know. I just thought it was weird because there's like a compilation of his vines and shit if you look that up. I don't know. But also, guys, download the app Friendly. It's a cool app. You can use it to like download other people's videos and your own videos. All you do is you download the app, and when you first click on the app after it's downloaded, it will have you like select which platforms you want. Like there's YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Reddit, Facebook, TikTok. There's like I think 2 or 3 others that I don't know. I've never heard of before, but yeah, you can click on, and then as you just select the color for each, just like color coordinate them, and then after you put your like your log into each of those accounts, whichever ones you selected, and you can just search up whatever video you want to download, and you download it, and it's a pretty good app. So yeah, I just want to shout out to the app. I did download it. I might use it to download stuff. Because I don't know. But I really think that's weird. No one has done a TikTok compilation of Ashley's TikToks or McJuggerNuggets. Especially McJuggerNuggets. I know Ashley's is smaller, you know, but her being connected to McJuggerNuggets, I'm just shocked by that. Let me know what you guys think. But anyways, the first question, how do you define love? Well, how do I personally define love? And feel free, guys, if you want to answer any of these questions in the comments, feel free to. I define love as like, I don't really know. I never thought about much, but like how much you love the person, you know. Like, I don't know. I guess how much you love the person, or like how they treat you and stuff. Like, what's love to me? Pretty much, how about we say the question, like, what's love mean to you? Love means like you love the person unconditionally. You'll be there for them through thick and thin. You know, you'll give your life for them. I mean, I know that's a little much, but you know what I mean by that. Like, you know, that you love the person so much you'll give up everything to be with them. Like, that's love to me. If you're willing to, you know, make sacrifices. Can I define love in 5 words? I don't know, sacrificial. Not sacrificial, but making sacrifices, I guess. Sacrificing, respectful. I don't know. That's a hard one. Can you guys define love in 5 words? I don't know. That's a hard one for me. How can you be sure that you're in love with someone? I guess, I mean, I feel like that's something you just know, like, by the way you feel. You know, like, when you're in love with someone, it's like, you don't want to be with anyone else. You just want to be with that person. Like, that person's all you can think about, and you have this deep connection with them. You know? I feel like that's how you know if you're in love with someone. Like, all you want to do is be with that person. You feel this deep connection, you know, and stuff. Like, you think about them all the time. Like, that's being in love, you know? Do you think destiny is real? Yeah, like if 2 people are destined to be together. Yeah, I kind of do, you know. I think I like to believe it's real. How can a man win me? Let's see. Just by being respectful, being nice, you know, treating me right, you know, surprising me like with flowers and stuff, or like dates, stuff like that. You know, tell me and convince me, just treat me right. Do you think celebrating Valentine's Day is corny? No. I know a lot of people do, and I feel like a lot of people who say that by Valentine's Day are single. But I think it's a great holiday just to like have a day to show love to the person you love, you know, show a little extra love. I mean, I know you do that all throughout the year, but it's like your one special day where you can really go all out for the person and really show how much you love them. Again, I get it, you can do it any time of the year, but I don't know. I just think it's a cool holiday for people who are in love and stuff, you know. Have you ever fallen in love? I like to think I'm in love right now with Jesse. I know you guys may think I'm crazy, but I don't know. I just feel that connection with him and stuff. So yeah. How do you realize that you are in love with somebody? Like I said, you just know by the way you feel, how you can't stop thinking about them, how you feel this deep connection, how all you want to do is be with them. Do you believe in love at first sight? Yeah, I mean, I don't know actually, because I feel like how can you know that unless you get to know the person? Like, you may find them super attractive, but it's like you have to get to know the person, right, before you can determine if you're really in love with them. I don't know. What makes people fall out of love? I think like people just fall in love because they lose that connection. They don't like end up feeling the same way about the person anymore, you know. And like they just change, you know, like people change, you know. So I think that's what makes people fall in love. Like people change, they don't have the same feelings anymore. But just it's an okay thing. Like don't feel bad if you fall out of love with someone. Like it happens, you know. Do you think that people can change when they're in love? Definitely. People can change the way they act, you know, the things they do, like someone, you know, when you're in the single life, you might party a lot, go to clubs, drink a lot, but once you get into a relationship, you completely change. You're more of like a home person, especially once you start a family, then yeah, people change, you know, you start to be all about your family instead of going out with friends and stuff like that and going to clubs and stuff. So, yeah, people do change personality-wise and stuff. So yeah, I'm not saying it's a bad thing to change either, but how would you describe your perfect date? Probably going to dinner. Yeah, going to dinner, maybe a movie, I don't know. But yeah, probably going to dinner, maybe like a walk, like around the park or something. I don't know. Yeah. So if you keep really doing this to my lips just been bothering me. It's like really chapped for some reason. I don't know why. This like started a few days ago. If you guys remember, my lip was swollen the other day, so I woke up with it swollen. So last weekend, so like I don't know. It's still been it's my top lip. So if you see me biting on there, I don't know why. It just makes it feel better when I bite it. But anyways, what are responsibilities of man and woman? See, I hate that. Like, there's no responsibilities. Everything in a relationship should be equal. You know, if you're the type of person who thinks a man should be working and a woman should be staying at home with the kids or cooking and cleaning, then you probably should not be in a relationship. Everything should be 50-50. You know, both people should work. Both people should do what they want to do. You know what I mean? Like, I get, you know, in some religions, I know, like, that's how a lot of people feel who are super religious in Christianity, I know. There's this one guy, I know that I watched the Dad's Games reacted to. He was that way, you know, he was like very Christian. I know there's different types of Christian, but I know that's a very Christian thing too. People think that way, which I think is sad, you know. When was your first kiss? Never had my first kiss. I really want to though. I've been really wanting to. I don't know why, but yeah. How do you want to be proposed to? In a crowded city square with a backing band or privately on a scenic mountaintop? I probably wouldn't want it like in a public place where everyone would be watching and stuff, because as you guys know I am shy, but yeah, I wanted a romantic way, like maybe dinner, like him setting it up in a romantic way and stuff, like, you know. Yeah, I just wanted to be romantic, you know, and very memorable. What kind of wedding do you want? A beach ceremony with 50 of your closest friends, or a lavish blowout with 300 people in a live band? Probably more on the blowout end. I want an outside wedding. Nothing too fancy, you know. I'm not really so much of a fancy person. You know what I mean? But yeah, just an outside wedding and stuff like that. Friends, family. Yeah. Do you believe in soulmates? Yeah, I believe that there are people made for each other. I do believe there's more than one person that's made for you. Like, there's some people that may be better for you than others, but like some people, there can be 3 people out there. Like, for example, I think, yeah, like I feel could be a soulmate for Jesse, also Juliet. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like that. Like, there's more than one person that can be made for you. So, who was your first crush? My first crush was probably Brett Bogdowitz. I went to school with him like since kindergarten. He's really cute. But yeah, that's probably my first crush. Shout out to you, Brett Bogdowitz. Are relationships meant to last forever? Yeah, there's plenty of relationships that last forever. You know, I feel like nowadays maybe it's not as common anymore as it was back then, but yeah, I think if you work hard and you're really committed to it, then yeah, it could last forever. Have you ever had an unrequited love? Yes, for those of you who don't know, I had to look it up too. It means like only one side. And yes, I do with Jesse. Like, I'm in love with Jesse, but obviously he doesn't even know I exist and stuff like that. So that would be kind of considered unrequited love. I mean, Google if you want a better definition, but yeah. Have you ever, what would be the perfect Valentine's Day? Just probably going to dinner and stuff, and then going back to one of our houses and just, you know, hanging out, etc., etc. You know what I mean? Sorry guys, my lips just really bothered me. Do you like to plan dates, or would you prefer I plan dates? So, meaning like, would I plan the dates, or do I want the man to plan dates? I think it should be both, you know? Because again, it's probably like, you have to compromise, you have to do things, you know, the other person wants to do, and then the other person has to do things you want to do. And maybe they want to do something you might not be into. Like, for example, with me, I love horror movies. That's the only movies I watch, pretty much. And maybe the person I would be with don't like horror movies, but you know what? You have to compromise, right? And maybe watch a horror movie every now and then I will watch a movie you like that maybe I'm not a fan of. You know what I mean? So that's compromise. If you're not willing to compromise in a relationship, then again, probably shouldn't be in a relationship. Where have you always wanted to go with the person, with your significant other? I don't know. Honestly. I'm not a big traveler, honestly. I don't really like traveling. Like, I would do road trips. You know, I just don't like planes and stuff, but yeah. So, no. What is something you could never forgive in a relationship? Probably cheating. Is something. Like, if the person was abusive to me, I probably couldn't forgive that, because, I don't know. I get, you know, a lot of people, when it comes to abusive relationships, it's hard to get out of them. You know, you hear stories about that all the time. And I understand that, you know, you can't get mad at the person, but yeah. And, I mean, cheating, it depends. Some people could get past cheating. I mean, it depends, you know, on the situation and everything, so I don't know. Would it bother you if my significant other went to a strip club? Depends again. Like, it was for like a bachelor party or stag or whatever, then that's one thing. But if it's just, you know, you just hang out with your friends one night and you go, probably no. But again, if it's for like some sort of friend's birthday, damn, what was that stuff there? Birthday, like I said, a bachelor party, and that's one thing, you know. See, I'm the person, like, I'm the type of person who would trust you unless you give me a reason, which, that's how it should be, guys. Don't go into a relationship not trusting the person, like, because that's not no way to start off a relationship. If you have trust issues, you gotta work on that before you get into a relationship, because it's not fair to the person that did nothing to you and you just don't trust them, you know. That's what causes problems, too. Trust me, trust is important, no pun intended. Do I dream about my significant other / crush? Yeah, I've had dreams about Jesse before. The last one I've had of Jesse was probably a month ago. I made a video on it. It was like the sexual type of dream, so yeah. Then I had a dream before that. I had a dream where we were actually like together and stuff, so that was awesome. But anyways, do you think a relationship can come back from cheating? Yeah, it depends. I'm sure there's been relationships that come back from cheating. Maybe you guys have been in a relationship where you cheated or your significant other cheated and you guys came back from that. It depends, you know. It depends how bad the cheating was and stuff. Like, sometimes it could. I feel like if, like, the person was drunk, like, out with their friends and got drunk and cheated, I feel like that's something you could come back from because they were drunk. You know, when you're intoxicated, you do stupid things, you don't realize what you're doing, so I feel like it's really hard to blame the person. Yes, I'm not saying you shouldn't be mad, but I'm just saying you shouldn't be like, we're done. You should give it time. But yeah. If it was just like a one-time thing too, then maybe. But what is more important in a relationship, an emotional connection or physical connection? I feel like they're both importantly equal, because you have to have the emotional connection with them as well as like a physical connection. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like they're equally just as important. You know what I mean? Because again, it comes back to, if you're not physically attracted to the person, then you're not gonna try and get to know them or go after them. You know what I mean? Like, that's the thing. I feel like some people may not realize. Like, if you're not physically attracted to the person, you're not gonna pursue them, right? That's how it is. What is most important quality you look for in a partner? Again, respect. That they treat me right. You know. What's your biggest deal breaker in a relationship? Probably like if the person's really whiny and stuff and complains about everything, and like takes everything to heart. You know what I mean? What is the first thing that attracts you to someone? Probably their physical appearance and eyes. I'm really attracted to people with blue eyes. I don't know why. I learned through TikTok video that brown eyes are the most common, and second most common eye color is blue. But I don't know. I'm just attracted to people with blue eyes. I don't know why, but you know. What are a few things that must be present in order for you to want to continue dating someone? Again, that they continue to respect me, they treat me right, they don't cheat, stuff like that. How many dates should a couple go on before moving in home together? I think that's up to the person, but I think you should wait at least a few months. You know, maybe even like closer to a year. Because again, you know, moving too fast is a lot of the reason why relationships don't work out. You know what I mean? And again, you might be saying, Kelly, you've never been in a relationship, but I hate when people say, oh, you don't have experience in something, so how could you know anything about it? I feel like I'm fairly knowledgeable on things, even though I don't have that experience with life and in the world and stuff. That doesn't mean I can't, have knowledge on stuff. But that's the thing. When you move too fast in a relationship, that's when things tend to go downhill. You know? There's like, especially if you move in too soon and fights start to tend to, happen a lot. I'm not saying you should wait too long either. Like, you shouldn't wait more than a year. If you're still not living together, be there more than a year, then it might be an issue, but, like, I would try it out, like, before you could commit to moving, maybe stay, like, at the person's house for a whole weekend. Do that for a while, see how it's like to live with each other for 2 days, see what they're like. Then you can you push it, maybe 3 days, 4 days, 5 days, and move up to, like, stay out there for a week at a time. Just to test it out, see what it's like at first, you know what I mean? Take things slow. I know sometimes it could be hard, especially when you're falling for the person, but again, if you want a relationship to work, you take things slow. How many dates should oh no, I just did that. Hold on, guys, my phone's ringing. Be back in a second. Hey guys, I'm back. So my dad brought home Burger King for dinner. I just got hamburger and fries, so yeah. But back to the questions. Is it okay to hug on the first date? Why not? I don't see a problem with it. And is it okay to kiss on the first date? Again, why not? No problem with it. It's just, with these types of things, it's up to the people. The two people on the date, so. But I don't see a problem with it. How important do you find physical attraction? Physical attraction is important because that's the first attraction you have to someone. Like, you see someone, you think they're cute, that's the physical attraction. And then you want to get to know them to make the emotional and, attraction. What is more important, physical, emotional? Again, same question I answered before. But would you consider yourself shy or wild? When I'm in public, I'm shy, but like with family and friends, at my house, like in private, I could be considered wild. Would you ever consider role playing? Role playing is basically like when you dress up like as a teacher or police, right? Like, in the bedroom, possibly. What part of the body are you most attracted to? Probably, I don't know, face, because of the eyes and stuff, and maybe abs. I don't know. What is your biggest turn on? It's a hard one, I don't know. And the guys, I don't know. Like, how should I say? I guess, like, when a guy maybe is, like, it's always surprising me with, like, new things and stuff. I guess, not, like, new things, like, meaning, like, materialistic stuff, but, you know what I mean. I don't know. But turn off again, like, if they complain a lot or, take everything too literally or too hard. Like, there's nothing wrong with taking things too hard, but, like, when you overdo with every little thing. Do I enjoy coloring? Yeah, kind of, Kind of, but certain times, I guess. Where is your favorite spot to be kissed? I'd say, like, probably, I would like to be kissed lips and neck. That's probably me. What is your idea of a perfect night together, like, with your partner? Again, just being together, hanging out, watching a movie, in bed. How long should a couple date before considering marriage? Again, it's up to the person, but I would wait at least maybe a few years for that. Maybe 2-3 years. Because just so you really get to know a person, and because again, you want to wait a few months to to move in. Once you move in, you want to, be there for a while and get your life, together and stuff like that, and really see if you're still compatible within a few years. Then within 2 or 3 years, you still really love one another, then yeah, talk about marriage. But again, that's something up to the people, but what are some things that you think cause a marriage to fail? Infidelity, cheating, that's a big one. I feel like that time marriages tend to fail after they have kids, which is nothing on the kids, it just tends to happen because I think things get overwhelming for them having kids and stuff. I don't know. But yeah, that and kids, infidelity, and just falling out of love with each other, after a while, and I think always being in that same routine too can get boring after a while, I don't know. If someone you were head over heels for proposed to you after just a year of dating, how would you react? I mean, if I was head over heels in a person, I'd probably say yes, even though I know I just said from the previous question, wait at least 2 years. Again, it does depend on the people, but yeah. How important is money in a marriage? I think money, it's not like super important, but you want to be smart with your money. You don't want to be spending it willy-nilly. You want to save it for bills and future family and stuff like that. You don't want to be spending on crazy, stupid shit. You know what I mean? Would you be open to marriage counseling if you ever felt like your marriage was falling apart? Possibly. I'm not against any sort of therapy or counseling. I know some people might not believe in therapy or therapists, don't think that stuff works. But again, I think that's maybe, I don't know. But I think therapy works, and I think counseling could work, because counseling but pretty much what counseling and therapy do for you, they just help you figure out the problem and help you and guide you to fix it. They don't fix it for you. They help you to fix it on your own. With the marriage, when it comes to marriage, you have to fix it on your own. Yes, you go to a counselor and have them help you and give you advice, but you have to do the work. So yeah, I would go to counseling possibly if I think it's needed. How young is too young to consider getting married? Again, that's up to the person. It's up to you. I think obviously wait till you're at least 18 unless you have parents' permission, but I would wait until you're an adult. Maybe at least in your 20s. So you have a little bit more life experience first. Do you think a couple should live together before getting married or wait until after marriage? Before getting married, because again, you want to make sure you guys could live together without there being issues or bad, or always constantly bumping heads with each other. So I think that's important, to be able to see how it's like living with the person before you consider marrying them, to make sure it's gonna work. Okay, should a couple wait until marriage to be intimate? That's up to everyone. I know some, like I said, with Christianity, that's something that they believe in big Christian, I am Christian, but I don't really believe in that. But I know Christians who are super into their religion believe in that. They should wait till marriage for that. But again, that's up to the person. I don't think it's that huge of a deal if you choose to wait till marriage now or not do it before marriage. It's up to the people, Again, I feel like it's important to do it before marriage, just so you make sure you do have that connection with someone. You could be intimate with the person, and you do have that intimate connection in that way. But because you could have a connection to a person, but you guys can be together in that intimate way. Sleep together. You might not enjoy it. It might not be for you. Or you might not have that connection that way. You know what I mean? So I think it's a good thing to do before marriage, to make sure I don't know. What are 3 things that are essential to have a healthy marriage? Okay, trust, understanding, and patience. Because you have to be patient with the person. You have to, be understanding when they're going through a tough time, and you just have to be respectful to them. Do you think having kids would put a strain on the marriage or enhance it? I think it could go either way depending on you guys, on the people. I think it could enhance, I don't know. I think it could kind of make it difficult because when you have kids, you have to focus on them, and that means you may not be spending as much time together anymore, and that can put a real strain on the marriage. As long as you make it a healthy mix, like maybe when you have kids, like try and do a once a month thing, go out, have a date night or whatever, have someone else watch your kids, then it could be fine. But as long as you try to make it healthy as you're still spending time with your partner while taking care of your kids, I think it could work out. So, do you believe that all tasks, work, child rearing, housework should be a team effort or right? Everything should be equal. It should be 50-50 in a partnership. Don't be that person again. Be like, man should be working, women should be home taking care of the kids and cooking and cleaning. No, if you think like that, you really should not be in a relationship. Everything should be 50-50. Thinking back to your teenage years, if your children were to be the exact same way you worried or excited. Well, with me, I didn't do much, so I was shy. I didn't go to parties. I didn't even go to my prom, so I wouldn't care if my kids went. It was like me. It was my teenage years because I just pretty much was home a lot. Didn't really go out much. So, do you believe kids should be allowed to get dirty? Now, this question was worded so long, but when they mean dirty, like play in the dirt, yeah, why not? It's fun of childhood, climbing trees, playing in the mud, splashing in puddles, that's the fun of being a kid. What type of man are you attracted to? Like I'm attracted to blue eyes, blonde hair. And you're so blonde. I don't know why I'm attracted to those two things, but that's the type of man. And again, someone who's nice and caring and respectful. Who is your celebrity crush? This is the last question. Who is my celebrity crush? My celebrity crush. I love Ed Sheeran. I love Kane Brown. He is so freaking hot. Eminem. I have a bunch. There's just 3. I'm trying to think. Who else? Shawn Mendes. He's cute. And yeah, that's it. So there's just a few. I can't think of any. But let me know what you guys think of some of my answers to these questions, This is just so you guys get to know me and my views on relationships. Let me know if you guys agree with some of my answers, don't agree. And if you don't agree with any of my answers, let me know why. And if you want to, answer any of these questions in the comments too, feel free to, But yeah, I think they were great questions. I would love to do more Q&As in the future, so leave questions. I know on Twitter, Killer, I believe your name is on Twitter, left some questions, so thank you, I appreciate that. But anyways, guys, I'm going to go eat, I'm off dinner, and just chill. But I love you randomers so much. Follow me on all my socials. Follow Colin on Insta. Subscribe to Josh. Subscribe to Resume #AGP. Subscribe to always_Juggy. And again, we're not doing the Storyfire Rebellion anymore. Now the Storyfire Rebellion pages and all the socials are changed to fan pages for Jesse. And we're doing a rap song for Jesse too, showing that basically what the rap song is how much we love Jesse. And yeah, I do have some ideas written down. That's what I want to include in my verse of the song. So we have a group chat on Instagram. If you want to join, just DM me on my Instagram, my KCsoRandom Instagram, and I will add you to a group chat so we can write this song. Come on, Juggies Unite. Also, again, I don't know why I think it's so weird. I just think it's weird no one did a TikTok compilation of Jesse or Ashley's TikToks on YouTube, like they've done before. But anyways, also download the app Friendly. Again, if you have someone who downloads videos a lot or want to, like on your phone or device, if you don't have a computer, it's a great app. Also get the Fetch Rewards app. Fetch Rewards is an app where you scan receipts. By the way, guys, it's not sponsored. You scan your receipts, you get points, and you can save up your points to get gift cards for, like, there's Amazon, Nintendo, PlayStation, Xbox, there's Adidas, there's Best Buy, there's like Olive Garden, different restaurants and stuff, you can, what I mean? So it's a really great thing. If you guys want to get it, I do have a code where you join, and if you use my code, whoever used my code, me and you each get like 2,000 points just by using the code. So get the app, guys, if you want to get free gift cards and stuff. It's just Amazon. There's Visa gift cards too. There's like sweepstakes and stuff. You can enter a charity. You can donate the certain amount of money to charity with a certain amount of points. It's a really great app. Consider downloading. I love you, randomers, so much. Let me know your thoughts, and let me know what other type of content you want to see, because I don't know what to film. I love you, randomers, so much, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.